Good evening to everyone. Today we are going to revise what we have previously learned in this semester in our Industrial Engineering and Management course. So we are going from first unit to final unit. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the things we studied in first unit. The first topic of our industrial engineering syllabus is plant layout and design. So what are the basic considerations we are going to have while designing a plant layout, and what are the different types of layouts there are. So what are the limitations and advantages of each type of plant layout? These are the things we are going to discuss today. So first one is plant layout. So layout basically denotes the combination, the design of how we are going to use main materials, our equipments inside a confined space. So we are going to design in an optimized manner where each and everything is utilized in an effective manner. So these are the objectives. So the first one is streamline the flow of materials to the plant. Second one is to facilitate the manufacturing process. Third one is to maintain high turnovers of in-process inventory. So the next one is minimize material handling and cost, effective utilization of equipment and space, effective utilization of cubic space. For example, there is a cubic space. Each and every space should be properly utilized. For example, there is a storeroom and another area is empty. So that area can be also as a storeroom with which can be given some sort of free space in the another area. So the next one is flexibility of manufacturing operations and arrangements. So flexibility denotes in a process layout or in a product layout, any product variations can be done easily without modifying any sort of changes. For example, so after doing a turning operation, the next step is milling operation. So a material is going from turning to milling. When there is no milling is required, after completion of turning, it should be able to go to the end output next operation. So that is a sort of thing we are needed while designing and plant layout. The next one is minimize investment in equipment. So maintain flexibility, arrangement and operation, minimize overall production time. So production time should be very much low. There should be no ideal time within the operation. So the last one is facilitate the organizational structure. So any structure should be well designed. These are the basic principles, objectives we are considered while doing in plant layout and operation management. So the principles of plant management are, there are totally eight principles are there. The first one is principle of integration. So as on the topic, the plant layout should integrate men, materials, machines and supporting service in order they are equally integrated together so that optimal utilization of resources and maximum effectiveness can be achieved. So this is the first point. Integration is needed between men, material, machines and supporting service. The second one is principle of minimum distance. So whenever there is a movement of materials or a human from one place to another, it always consumes time. It is considered as a transport waste. In lean manufacturing concept, the transport, whenever there is a transport, it requires some sort of times. It requires much time, so it is considered as a wastage. So there should be minimum distance to be traveled. So a plant layout should be designed based on this principle. Minimum distance should be traveled between one shop to another shop, like that. So second one is principle of cubic space utilization. A good layout is that one utilize both horizontal and vertical space. So both horizontal and vertical space should be used. In some cases we can see that they can be only using the horizontal space. The vertical space should be left for conveyor, etc. So these sort of things should be avoided. So both should be equally utilized. So the next one is principle of flow. A good layout is one that makes materials to move in forward direction towards the completion stage. So when we are giving in raw material, so the material should be going towards the output as a finished product. So that is what we saying. It should be going towards the completion stage. So there should be no backtracking. So once we are done with quality checking, it should be go for only packaging. So these are the things we should be following while doing the plant layouts. So the next one is a principle of maximum flexibility. Good layout is one that can be altered without much cost on time. So any sort of flexibility. So if there is a need for deviation from our previous process, it can be achieved with ease. So like we discussed in the previous point itself, whenever an operation is not needed. So turning, milling and grinding is done sequentially. When milling is not needed, turning should be followed by grinding, not milling. So a layout should be designed in a way that it can be achieved. So that is sort of the flexibility we are talking about here. So the next one is principle of safety and security certification. Any industry should provide a safety, security and satisfaction to its workers and its customers. So any people who work there should be feel safe while doing any sort of work within machines or materials. So there should be always a precaution for fire extinguishers, so some sort of things which can be accidentally done. So there should be a lot of things we should be considered while doing a plant layout. So the last point is principle of minimum handling. A good layout is that one reduces the material handling to the minimum. So material handling means it can be a raw material, it can be a processed material. So it should be moved from one place to another, for one process to another. For example, after doing a welding process, it should be cooled. So doing welding, after that we pick the welded piece and we need to go to some other place for cooling. There is an need for material handling devices and there is an time consuming process that is. So these should be minimized. So these are the basic principles of a plant layout. Based on these principles, we are going to categorize the types of plant layout and we are going to discuss about their advantages and limitations in the next topic. Hope you understand this.